our number one fan who just texted me a moment ago and was like, "Are y'all playing?"
Yeah, we
It's
are.
what the audience demands, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, whose turn is it to give us a recap of what happened
It's me.
last week? All
It's
right.
it's Rick.
All right.
Hi. He's the
I even
Tom.
remember some of what happened last week, so that's good.
That's a plus.
All right, I'll get right into it then.
All
This
right.
was in the aftermath of our fight against the CDF, where we successfully repelled their forces that were coming to arrest us.
Mm-hmm.
We had regrouped after having a brief discussion on the severity of Lazarus's actions. We gave him a good finger wagging. You know, we clicked our tongues at him, like, "Hey, killing people. Let's maybe not do that." And I think he was. I think he really was convinced. I think we really got through to him. So that's solved. Problem for the future. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
No
But
more.
afterwards we convened back in Heyman Tower and sort of discussed where we go from here. We learned that some of the other superhero teams had additionally faced the CDF, and one of the superheroes of, was it Vigilant?
Yeah, Vigilant.
I
The
believe
superhero
that
team
was-
Vigilant, yeah. But Dynamo was the young heroine who was laid low by the CDF forces.
Yes.
They had apparently, while she was flying, hit her with the power suppression weapon, and physics kind of took care of the rest. I guess they didn't think that one through. I imagine there was two CDF agents with a net just completely off, like they missed completely. They really, well, probably not. But either way, it really sent a shock through the superhero community, and it was, there was footage on the news of Dynamo being killed by the CDF.
Mm-hmm.
And as well, there were casualties on the CDF side as well. I guess after seeing their teammate laid low, they were a little less inclined to show restraint. So things have officially kicked off.
Yeah.
Additionally, we learned that... oh, sorry, George, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It is war in the streets.
Yes, so... we had learned, additionally, that Senator Halsey, or Congress... Was it Senator or Congresswoman? I can remember. Congresswoman Halsey.
Congresswoman, yeah.
They're the same.
They're very...
elected representative of some degree, Halsey, was
Halsey Taylor.
Halsey Taylor, I should say. Halsey Taylor, very important. Was arrested by CDF agents, or it might have just been FBI. The specifics aren't important. She was arrested for helping us. She slipped us information regarding the CDF raid and has been locked up for it.
Mm-hmm.
So another one of our allies taken off the table.
Yep.
Dr. Droid was able to uncover some information regarding the CDF forces. During the raid, they had armor that had an insignia we did not recognize that said "Rain" on it.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, some of the corrupt officials, both from within the United States and within other interests around the globe, both political and financial and otherwise, were apparently working on this sort of plot to instill an authoritarian, totalitarian government, both in the United States and throughout the world, under this one umbrella of Rain, which is supposedly why they had developed this sort of powered armor, because we had deduced that they could not have possibly developed it as a response to omnihumans, and they were developing it most likely for military application. So with all this, that's as much as I remember. Was there anything I've missed?
Does anybody else
think
want to
also
add?
I think
Go ahead.
I think we're just because of that. I think we were determining that because Dr. Joy was able to determine where she was, where the congresswoman was located, and so now we are mounting up a rescue attempt in order to actually go retrieve her.
Or, well, we were talking about it. This might be the finale, so
Yes.
whether or not we actually get to that is also
Okay.
problematic. Also, I forgot, but Pioneer gave us a jet. Or like
Yes.
a sort of fast transport aerial troop thingy. It's a jet, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
So we're no longer going to have the Dantalian picking up and flying the limo to the scene of action. While it makes for a striking photo, it's not the most stylish way.
No more, no more nefarious limousine.
Yeah, it always sucks to have to Uber to the scene of a superhero fight. It really takes some of the street cred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always gotta roll up in like the luxury XL at least. At least. Or, like what are you doing? Showing up in budget? No way. No way, no how. Oh, did you also get that they were planning on like mind controlling people?
Oh yes, there were
Oh
also
yes.
Okay.
there was also some evidence that human interface integration engines for electronics were being developed, but they were also had a sinister subplot to subvert the will of the people who are attached to them. So being able to network human beings into electrical interfaces, like plug into the internet, like you see in all the sci-fi movies and games and such, except to control people's minds. We uncovered all sorts of sinister plans. Rain has really done their homework.
Everyone say hi to Kawaii Coyote. She dropped in to check on me and to say hello. So everybody say hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Kawhi. Hello.
All right.
Howdy.
So, does anybody else have anything to add
Not at the moment.
to that
I
summary?
don't think so.
All
We
right.
gotta name our jet. Hold on, wait. Let's have a 45-minute talk about what we're naming the jet.
45 minutes.
Because naming stuff in a team is so hard.
Dude, it took us like up until like it was like 5 or 6 episodes ago to come up with a team name. So
So we're
Oh yeah, yeah.
we're vigilance, right? Or is that's the name of our? Or no, we're Vanguard. We're
I
Vanguard.
say what?
We're
And,
Vanguard.
and some of us
We
even
should
remember that
rename
name.
ourselves-
Yep,
We could rename ourselves. We could name ourselves Vigilant in honor.
Well, the
of
team in New York, his name
Ah,
is Vigilant. Yeah,
That's already there. We could
we're gonna
call
run
it
into
the-
copyright issues already. I think the investment firm Vanguard is probably has their sights aimed on us.
Right.
There you go. We could call it the V.
Right.
I'm sorry. I will vote for Jetty McJetface.
Jet, Jetty McJetface.
I quit.
I second that vote.
I quit.
That is exactly where George draws the line.
We'll work that out later.
All right. So, it is we'll say probably close to like 5 p.m. by now.
Okay.
And so you're all at Haman Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that that you guys have been talking about doing was going and rescuing the congresswoman. Is that still your course of action? If not, this is
I
going
would
to be
think
a very
so.
short session. I'll put it
I
that
would
way.
think so. I would
Okay.
think so because I mean, we can't just have them be basically people being arrested without public trial and everything like this. I mean,
Well, she's being
that's
held.
not
We
right.
know she will likely eventually get a trial. We just know it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but a trial for by her peers, I highly doubt it. Um, the way this things have been going so far. I mean, it sounds like it's like, oh, she's um, you know,
All right.
I mean, so yeah, I believe we should go. The Minuteman's all for kind of rescuing this person. So
So we
Okay.
have one vote for rescuing, one vote against rescuing. The Italian will actually advise against it.
Rescue. Rescue for me.
I think if we go in and we don't kill anyone, I think that'll be our best. I think that'd be fantastic because we are liberating a political prisoner. Um, as long as we don't kill anybody. I hope that we're getting there by surprise. As long as we are, we should be fine.
may I offer may I offer a suggestion? I could potentially I have an idea what could give us an advantage going in. Although it would have to be the only I think we would have to be start doing it would have to be start doing it as soon as we start flying, as soon as we actually make the commitment. It can't just be um and so if we got the transport we could start flying over there right now, and I could I haven't tried this. Um, if there is any way I could probably see, if I could sort of look ahead somehow, essentially to see like any possible, possible outcomes that could happen, like basically get an idea, like okay, what would be our best course of action going in?
You were able to do it somewhat before the CDF raid.
Well, this would be. I'm not sure if I necessarily want to have a person from the future literally come and show up, because there could be all sorts of you know you know complications. Because he could, because eventually, I think from what I understand, he was probably from a timeline that may or may not have come. May well, obviously, it didn't come to pass because we're still here. But that's so it's not as maybe as reliable as I think, but if
It
there's a
did
way I could
provide valuable
possibly,
insight, however. I think it's worth
it
trying
did.
again if you want information.
All right. Okay. So, to the editor in chief,
Hmm.
there's a couple ways I want to do. There's one I was thinking of doing is this. Maybe not necessarily getting a my possible future doppelganger here again, but uh,
Okay, because that
essentially,
that
that
could
thing.
that would be the one that actually works. So
Yeah, I
the
mean, if that's how the
Okay.
ability works, then
yeah, I
it's
mean the other one or whatever else you have in mind with that may or may not work.
I was thinking sort of like the one of that thing with like Doctor Strange, that thing from like Avengers Infinity War, where he's sitting there and he's looking into all the different possible outcomes. It's like, oh, here's the one way we can do it, and but that would take forever, I guess. But that's what I was sort of thinking.
you
Okay.
just
But
want to look at it. You just want to pick up the strategy guide and then look at the skip to the end.
well, okay. Well, here's the thing. Let's go with the one that actually did work. Okay, so I would have to let's go ahead and do that one. The Back to the from the future, as I call it. I am gonna spend karma on this. This
Okay.
would be my second attempt.
Good because you have to get a red result.
So yes, this could be interesting. All right, so and I think my skill is monstrous for this ability
Okay.
for using my time control powers. Yes,
All
it
right.
is. Okay,
You got to
so we're
think of your
spending that.
one-liner.
Okay, so good. I think I just did my thing. Let's see what myself has to say from now, right now. So monstrous. I spend an automatic 10, that puts it at 88. So that means I gotta go and use the universal table for monstrous
You're probably pretty
in order to
close.
get a
Yes.
red result
88
on
is
that.
a red result for monstrous.
Hey, nice. You just spend
So
10.
Oh,
yeah, you
okay.
spend 10. You get the red result that you were looking for. And so
Yes.
as you attempt this, you do see sort of
Mm-hmm.
a flash of quantum light on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And there
Okay.
is an alternate future version of you that is clearly dead.
Oh
Hmm.
shit. And Minuteman is complete. He's like taken aback by this. He's like, gas, and he's like, and he immediately says, Doctor Ho, can you check? I guess myself to see what actually happened to him
Yes, examining his
or
wounds may at
me.
least give some answers.
See what I could do. I'm not a doctor.
What?
It's complicated. I'm a doctor, but
Wait, Doctor Droid. He's a doctor.
that's
I
technically
mean,
fine.
Okay,
I'm
so
here.
I can do well.
is that what you want to do? You want to summon Dr. Droid to look
He
at
has,
your
assuming he has medical knowledge. Otherwise, I'm going to start calling him Mister Droid.
well,
I mean, I suppose I
Doctor.
could also check myself, basically try to see what.
Yeah, you could check yourself.
Older, I'm fine.
Before you wreck yourself, presumably.
Give me
Yes.
you don't have any first aid. Just give me a straight reason check.
Yep. Okay. So that would be on the universal table. That would be a good.
Would it be wrong to loot the body?
94.
All
Oh,
right, you
that's
got
not
a
too bad.
94. That's a yellow.
Okay.
It's definitely you, and it's definitely dead.
Wow. Okay. All right.
See if he's got any money on him.
And
Well,
it looks like his throat and upper chest have been burned out, shot out by some type of energy.
okay.
So it
All
appears
right.
that that our assault on the CDF holding facility does not go as intended. At least for Minuteman. Perhaps that is a sacrifice you're willing to make. But I think we should at least take this into our consideration.
Well, again, this is a possible outcome. Um, I mean, I suppose the only other core recourse of action would be if we go there. I would have to if we go there. I mean, again, they may have those. They could have those suppressive. The only thing I could think of is maybe they had those suppressive. That's those things that suppress my abilities. That kind of reduce them in capacity. That's the only thing that could. That's the only possible exit. I mean,
Yes, it
that is
is. It
probably
is.
the only possible.
Go ahead.
No, go
I,
ahead.
oh, it is presumable that they will have at least the same precautions the CDF took previously, if not more. So we can assume they will be at least using the time anchors, I suppose you could call them, as well as the omni-human suppression weapons, in addition to their other weapons, the armored suits, as well as the very dangerous tank. We can assume we will be at least facing that, if not more resistance.
Dr. Hope, Lazarus, give me a reason check.
Reason. Amazing. You got it. Oh.
Okay.
80.
You can tell that the whatever energy burned out Minuteman's throat and upper chest, it is not similar to what you fought against the CDF.
Something
Interesting.
new. Maybe they have an omni-human with some kind of laser ability.
Unfortunately, it's only conjecture. It's possible there was omni-human criminals stored there, and they broke out and killed Minuteman. It's possible that that just happened. We have no way of knowing, unfortunately.
It's also possible. How many? Is this the only alternate version you can see, Minuteman?
This is the only.
Even
Well,
though
that's the
their
thing.
roll of the cosmic die.
That's why I was suggesting maybe I could somehow look ahead in the various possibilities rather than just pulling one possible version of myself to talk to myself to get to find out what happened. Because
It looks as if you
something.
performed this feat correctly. This may be all the information we're going to get. I'm unsure if looking in the future will provide any more insight. Matter of fact, it could simply put us closer to this path.
That could very well be. I mean,
Or this
that is
Minuteman could
always
have
the
just
risk.
been, stupidly unlucky.
Yes. Wait, hold on. And so Minuteman wants to check to see as it could, just out of curiosity, if there's any dissimilarities between himself and this one, besides the fact that this guy's dead. Um, if he has like different hair color, different,
His
like
clothes
all
are
these other.
his clothes are slightly different, but
Okay.
like his uniform varied a little bit, but other than that, it looks like you.
It's a red coat.
Okay. All right.
It's a red coat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It's a red coat.
he fought
Right.
for the other side in the revolution.
Yeah.
There you go. That is
Oh.
your evil counterpart, our man.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yes.
and
Yeah.
as you're sitting there looking at him, standing there looking at him, he disappears in a flash of light.
Yep. Hmm.
Well, that makes it easier to clean at any rate.
I
Returned
was a little
back
bit
to
concerned.
his future timeline like the other Minuteman did.
There is probably an extremely confused coroner in that timeline.
Right. Oh, well, at least we don't have to worry about the body. It's like,
Not yet, anyway.
okay. Um,
God.
Perhaps you should
all
call
right.
your
So,
family before we leave on this trip, if you still want to go.
that is probably a very good idea. But I think I'm still determined. Nevertheless, I think the fact we should rescue the congresswoman, this shouldn't disturb me one in the slightest. It just makes me want to be a little bit more cautious. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and, in fact, it'd probably be a good idea to find out what the situation is over like in Boston anyway. And, um, so he gets out his phone. He's going to walk away just a little bit so he can talk to. So first, I guess he's going to go ahead and talk to his great 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 grandson.
Okay.
How things are going.
All right, give
All
me
right.
just a second here to set that up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you call your great 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 grandson. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes him a few minutes, but he answers the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, well, yeah, sorry there, Grandpa. I was fixing something with WD-40."
All right. He says, "Yeah. No, I just wanted to, I wanted to just call, let you know I was all right. And I just wanted to know what's the situation like back home."
Everything's fine out here. I'm eating aside from all the insurrection and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I say that sarcastically, but
Mm-hmm.
aside from all the civil unrest, yeah, everything's fine up here.
Okay. Well, I just want to call in and say hello. Let you know I was all right. I'm sure you probably saw what happened on um, I guess the glorified town crier known as the television news.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I saw all about that. I'm glad you're all right.
Well, thank you. Yeah. That was all. Just wanted to say,
All right,
wanted to let
man.
you know I was okay.
All right, you take it
All right.
easy. If you need anything, just holler. All right.
No problem, Robert. Thank you. Thanks again.
Yeah, take it easy, buddy.
All right. And then he's going to go ahead and contact Dr. Kendra and basically, um, you know, so he's going to go ahead and dial her up.
All right. And after a couple seconds, she answers. Hey, Minuteman, what's going on? How are you? Is everything all right out your way? I know things are tense right now.
They're fine. Um, just out of curiosity, Doctor, has there been any inquiries made about me in your general direction?
Not that I know
Um,
of. Why?
well, well, it just well, I was just curious, given the recent situations that's going happening, um, whether or not if there's been any possible trying to find traces of possible about looking into my possible origins and everything, and I wonder if anybody came in from the anyone that official looking swung by.
No. I just assume anyone from the government's already going to know everything about you, probably just pilfering through our private records.
Hmm. Well, then that. Well, I guess. Well, then I guess I shouldn't be surprised because the thing is about yesterday. They already have some kind of means of disrupting my abilities, I guess, as it were.
All right. Well, try to steer clear of them, I guess.
Is there any? Well, is there any? Well, what would be a way to sort of somehow counteract that?
Um,
Because
Honestly, I not sure. I don't know exactly what all they're using.
Hmm.
If you can get
Well,
me, if you can get me a prototype of what they're using, I can probably find a workaround for it.
hmm. That could be possible to see. Build. Okay, I will see if I can try to do that. Maybe salvage one. It didn't completely. It didn't completely. Maybe it didn't completely. The powers that I did have didn't go away entirely. It just seemed that what happened is it just my control over, I guess, wasn't as pronounced or as extensive as it usually is.
It diminished your capacity to use your chronometric powers. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
The other
Get
th- the
get me a prototype or something, and I can try to
right.
back engineer and try to figure it out.
All right. We'll do. Because yes, I didn't think it's. I mean, but the other thing, Doctor, just out of curiosity, you are correct, right, in saying when we look into when it basically trying to see into when trying to see into basically using my powers to try to tap into some possible future event.
Right.
It wouldn't be. You said it wouldn't be the way I understand it. It's not on our timeline, correct?
Correct. You're seeing a possible future.
And that would include somebody, for say, somebody who was coming from that future. Yes.
Most likely they'd be directly affected, sure. But I mean,
Okay.
keep in mind, I mean, it could show you any of a number of possible futures,
All right.
And just
Okay.
because something happens in one timeline doesn't mean it'll happen in this timeline.
All right then. That's what I kind of. That's what I kind of thought. I kind of figured.
Hmm.
Um. All right. Well, thank you, Doctor.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I will. All right. And so he hangs up.
All right.
You better call your dentist too, just in
Oh.
case. Another opinion, or a second opinion.
All right.
Oh. Yeah. All right. He's ready to go.
All right. So, how do you want to handle flying this helicopter?
I think we agreed that Doctor Droid should be the one trying to control it. Uh, I unfortunately not that kind of doctor, the flying helicopter, flying jet doctor.
What
Okay.
kind of doctor are you? You can't. You're not a doctor of medicine. You're not a doctor of aviation. We're
It's an
narrowing it down.
honorary title. It's an honorary title.
All right.
It's a long story.
Doctor is actually his first name.
All
You know,
right.
on my birth certificate it says DR period.
So, give me
Them
just a
crazy names nowadays.
give me just a second to set all this up.
Why have I never heard of that before? That sounds like a great idea. Well, a terrible idea, but like I'm surprised never heard of a name of someone with their first name is just DR period.
All right.
Oh,
So,
der.
by the time you guys get in the air, it's close to 6:30 now. After Minuteman's spent some time talking to people,
Spend some time.
and around 7 p.m. The sun has gone down. It's getting dark now, and you find yourself over the Mojave Desert. Let me take you down to here.
Ooh.
Dr. Droid is taking you to the coordinates that he has for the location of the decommissioned military facility that is serving as this temporary jail.
Oh, I haven't reset my health. I take it you know,
Oh, yeah.
we've rested since.
Yeah.
It's been more than 5 rounds.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We regenerated.
So let me change temperatures as well. There she is. All right, Scripture, you can boost your health back up to 110, which is your normal max.
There we go.
All right. So, as you're getting closer, or as Dr. Droid has announced to you that you're getting closer, he calls for you, Lazarus.
I'll head up to the cockpit and get a view outside.
So you come up with him to the cockpit, and he points to the radar readout on the display panel, and he says, "Lazarus, there are units in the air patrolling the area, but they are on the far side of this facility's airspace. They are making, they are in a small or a small pattern over that side, which is on the northwest side. But that is not the way we're going to be arriving there.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna try and swoop in, get it, grab and run and get out before those units get over here.
Yes, but you should consider one other possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a trap.
So either go in alongside going closer to the aerial units, or face what they have over there.
I think
So we're.
I think the
Mhm.
most likely scenario is that they are holding back from moving further towards us so that, well, I say we, so that you will go in to the facility, and then it would be easier to trap you inside.
Hmm. If we do that, so I'm sorry. It's so we can go. So they're uh gone further out. So the further we get in, they can then swing in when it's too late to get out. Is that what you're referring to?
No, I think the most likely scenario is that they have personnel waiting for you inside that base
Mm-hmm.
that are meant to face you and incapacitate you.
Okay. So they're just kind of waiting for us then.
I believe that is the most likely case, yes.
Hmm. That sounds pretty reasonable. Especially yeah, that makes sense. All right. What do you guys think? We might be going into a trap who are waiting for us.
One moment. Um, this aircraft was taken from the civilian defense force. Yes, directly.
And
Did
Dr. Droid looks back at you and says, "Yes,
so they didn't have so we had no time to basically clean out anything that was they didn't have any, what the fire person that whose name I forget.
Ironier.
They did not have any pioneer. Yeah, he did not have any time to take out
he and
I
his
thought it's been
people
a few weeks.
besides the jet.
he and his people did a sensor sweep and a security sweep throughout the ship."
So do they have any unit? So is this where would they possibly keep any spare uniform?
I think if you're thinking we can sneak in using this as a disguise, it seems unlikely. Remember, they had a satellite parked over Vanguard City. They've likely been tracking us since we left.
Maybe.
Hmm. Okay.
We're probably being tracked, obviously.
Yes, but I mean, if we, it'd be better if we come in as means of, you know, disguise. I think. I mean, obviously, they're,
In what
we
method
need
do you
some
think I
time
should
for this.
disguise myself, Minuteman? Says the demon who's like 8 feet
Well,
tall.
don't you have? Well, we could. I mean, no. I mean, there was this heard this one thing about um have you heard of a movie called what's the name of that movie? It was supposed to take place from what I just watched it. It was something that took place in outer space and involved it involved some guy it involved with basically some lasers made out of swords um and some piss and some guy with and it basically was in ships and
Ah,
a guy who
I,
had a
I
breathing
see where you're
problem.
coming from.
Uh,
Let me
yes,
explain
there was
something,
a scene
Minuteman.
in
Those movies are actually a work of fiction. Those aren't documentaries.
I'm aware. I am perfectly aware of that, but they did have an idea. There was an idea there, which reminded me of something that we tried, that we in where we in the militia tried to do, is that they they basically we were disguise ourselves as one of these troops, and then pose one of us ourselves as a prisoner, and then we could just pretend we were taking the such and such a prisoner in, and then once we got inside, that's where we would, you know, get the drop on them.
I find
I
it
mean,
unlikely such a plan would work. They would
Yeah.
likely radio
well,
their security protocols ahead of time, as is the military standard.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's a perfect plan. It's a perfect plan, but if we did have the uniforms, the four of us would be able to disguise if there was enough. The four of us could disguise ourselves as such. Um, we would be under the pretext of, um, and then under the pretext of leading you in as, hey, we captured one, and
Do you have an ID to get through the door? Because
well,
they
let's see.
usually have identification stuff. Also, I don't think that plan has worked since you fought a war, my friend.
You can do get help.
Yes,
Hmm.
unfortunately, security is much more exact with biometrics and cryptographic codes that are impossible to replicate,
Yeah,
reasonably anyway.
I
yeah.
thought that's what we had the Doctor Droid here for. That he was a machine. That no offense, Mister Doctor, but you
Mr.
can speak
Doctor.
to machine. You can speak to machines. Yes.
I can, but I'm also limited to what protocols they have available.
Yes, how
Ah.
long do you think it would take you in minutes to crack the military's encryption? Because I
Anything,
believe the answer for even a supercomputer should be several decades.
and he thinks for a moment, and he says it would take me most likely the better part of 10 hours.
Hmm.
I
Which is
could,
impressive, but
I
more
could,
time than we have.
I could do it. It would just take a very long time. They're constantly changing and updating and evolving.
Hmm.
Well,
And
That does give the
and I
idea some
suppose
merit
trying
if
to
we're
and
willing
I
to
suppose
wait.
trying to somehow accelerate in your process that process with my abilities wouldn't make a much difference.
There are physical limitations on how fast a computer can transfer information.
Hmm.
It could work, but it could also cause damage.
Well,
I do not
what do you
think,
think?
well, I don't think subterfuge is going to be our ally here. I think our best chance is to simply get in and get out with all haste and force necessary.
Agreed.
All
I
right.
don't know if we have the power. I don't know if we have the powers for subterfuge. The only one I
Hmm.
can think of is Scripture's animate drawings. You could make a.
It
You can
could
make anything.
it could only go so far.
You don't need to do too much if we're quick. Can you draw the president?
Have I met the president?
You've seen him on the news.
Yeah, but that doesn't give me a good view of his butt or his legs or any of that stuff that's important for people to know who they are.
Oh
This is the
no.
military. They're not going to know what his butt and legs look like.
I
Obviously, the military bases have biometric security keyed to the president's ass.
do they let or does that power? Does animate drawings allow you
It is
to
exceptionally broad.
do
Let me
people?
open it up.
Okay.
We're going white wolfiness on this one. Let me
I
first.
just imagine the procedure as the president. He's just absolutely caked up.
Oh yeah, he is the most handsome president.
I might give him a bigger ass. I don't know.
But part of it is just instinct. It's just how it.
Some things get bulgy wongy when I draw them.
Body of-
Sorry.
It's not. It's not arcane manipulation. It's not. Oh, matter control. Animate objects.
I'm looking at it as well.
So that's like bringing things to life.
It's possible you could create a physical facsimile of the president, but to match his speech and mannerisms would be
It doesn't
probably
need to be
extremely
much.
difficult.
It doesn't need to be much. It's not like that we're going in and we're, like gonna do a state of the address. We're just getting in.
I mean, it could fool them from a distance.
Yes. And it'll give us some it could get us past the right doors.
Oh Lord,
Hero with this power may animate flat drawings with their representations, causing them to become fully operational. Here, can be attempt to animate any drawing, even one of his own creations, or animate a specific type of class of object. You can also do objects. Can you make a gun? This is complicated. Wait, you have to draw the gun. Do you have to draw the insides? Well, you don't have to draw the insides of people. With no power giving can exceed the power. No.
I think we're jumping down a deep rabbit hole here. I think we
I
should
don't-
pull out before we get too deep.
I don't feel like I can
Yeah.
do it.
I would never.
I don't want to draw guns.
I like playing this system. I'd never run this system. I'd never be able to be like, never do this debating of like, oh, can I draw it? No.
It's one of those things. If you think about it too hard, the power doesn't work. If you start thinking about, if you draw a plane, you start thinking about how a plane works, it just falls apart. You just got to believe.
I believed in kicked up asses.
You can draw the invisible. So in the example, it says, so you could, in other words, animating a picture of the invisible woman would not give the animation force fields or invisibility powers unless those powers were shown in the picture. And how can you show invisibility in a picture?
the same way they do in comics, where they just
Right, I
draw
was
an
about to say, I've
outline.
been dealing with that for years. Yeah.
It's
Right.
asked that specifically, and the first thing I think of, like, that's how. But like, okay,
But then everyone will just see the outline.
that's not how it is in the comics, so that wouldn't mean that's impossible.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it also depends. Does style transfer? Like, if your art style is not realistic, would it not appear realistic once you draw it? Do you have to draw a hyper realistic facsimile of the president for this to work?
yeah.
I'm sure that's
Mhm.
exactly the kind of artist you are.
Now,
Things generalize, some
i-
more
important
accurate, and some things a little more detail.
Okay.
think we're gonna want
important
to draw the president.
important to mention. You don't actually have a frame of reference for the Invisible Woman, so you can't actually draw her
No, I'm not.
because she
gonna-
doesn't technically exist in your universe. You're not cognizant or aware of her.
Me thinking of drawing the president is already a stretch that I will very much agree on. I'm just enamored with the openness of of understanding what this means. So, all right, president's not gonna be the pick. I don't think anything else is gonna get us in that is better than the president.
Oh,
most
I
can
guess it
think
occurs
of
to me the military could probably check where the real president is.
The most I can think of
True.
is like draw a tank and have it cause a distraction, pull some people away. So while we are doing our extraction, they're thinking of, is that a fucking tank over there? We gotta go check that out. So
I think I can draw a tank. I might draw other things with it, but how would be how would do.
you can put as many buff soldiers in it as you want. I don't care. So, but like a distraction, I think that sounds pretty reasonable. What do you guys think?
It could work.
Yeah,
You could
at
certainly
least-
draw the heat
at
off
least
of
to
us.
draw a couple of them. Maybe it draws a heavy mech or even like a hover tank. Cool. Like
I can draw
if they-
one with tits.
no,
God damn.
draw Dantalion. He doesn't need to hit like a truck
Very true.
Draw
because they're gonna see Dantalion and think, "Fuck, he's gonna be there. He's gonna crush through and kill everything." Send 2 tanks at him, and that's 2 tanks less that we have to worry about.
Could
I would like to
possibly
point
draw
out some of us in
all
this vehicle have not killed anybody.
I don't know about that. And it's night outside. They don't need to, and they're just gonna see a red blur. So I think that'd be fine. I don't know about all of us. Dantalion is they throw the tanks at Dantalion, so
Yeah.
Dantalion is what they need. So I like that plan. Does anyone agree?
Only if you get my good
Well,
side.
So yeah, so basically,
There
well,
she goes.
why just limit yourself to him? Why can't you just draw all of us and then basically and then have them all and like, you know,
That's what I asked.
yeah, just draw all of we can just draw all of us,
Does
and
it
then we
have a
all look.
limit on what you can
Have
draw?
you ever
Oh,
animated
but
multiple drawings
listen,
at the
I
same
could
time?
use a line in the on the ground that connects all of us if that's a problem.
I don't think the power allows for multiple
Multiple.
drawings. Yeah.
But again, I
Hmm.
could draw a line on the ground that they wouldn't see that
Mm,
connects 2 or 3 people together. So it'll be one
perhaps, but it would
drawing.
also make this less likely to succeed as a true distraction.
Very true. Yeah, probably just need one. Sorry, y'all. Probably just Dantalion.
We can even put him in like fake hyper armor. They're like, oh shit, he's in
Hey.
max suit armor. Get it out of it. That sounds pretty good. And just start causing a ruckus, like start bashing through tents, bashing through fences and all that. And Dentalion can fly, so
All right.
we don't even need to like stop early.
As long as you are able to accurately capture my imperious menace, I'll allow it.
I may give you a fat cheeks, but you'll be fine.
I'll allow it.
Love it.
All right. So,
I have a problem.
all right. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to land, or what's the game
Let's
plan here?
let's go. Let's give it. Let's not land just yet and send out the fake Dantalion to hook around the far side and pull a distraction. He's gonna make a lot of ruckus. Once we see spotlights going on that thing, we dive and we hit the open side,
Okay.
and that should just pull a little bit. It doesn't need it just needs to get them on the other side because once we are fighting, that's gonna be quick.
Keep in mind they're likely ready for us. They
They are
will
ready
likely
for us.
have great resistance at the ready, so be prepared to fight the minute we land.
Yes, we're ready to go. Everyone, get your shields up and all that.
Hey, just out of curiosity, did they use stun? Did they have stun rifles or something on against us?
You don't know.
Oh,
Probably.
We
If
were
they were
informed they
expecting us,
had.
definitely.
Yeah,
They're at least gonna have one of those weapons that takes your powers away. So
Make sure to
be
throw those
careful.
guys into helicopters.
which reminds me,
Treasure it.
if we can get one of those power, if we can get if one of us can get access to one of those power suppression devices, particularly the one that affected my powers, that would be most helpful.
They affect all of our powers. So yeah,
Well,
grab one of
yeah.
them.
Hmm.
we will be sure to take some souvenirs with us then, should we make it out.
Hmm.
Make sure we all make it out alive.
All right.
Yep.
So, it
One
takes
piece.
it takes you some time, Scripture, but you are able to draw a reasonable facsimile of Dantalion in some kind of spiky extra armor.
Yeah.
Um, and so you have Dr. Droid kind of, fly low to the ground, open up the rear cargo door, and let the false Dantalion jump out.
Perfect. And just start causing a ruckus. Don't do anything, whatever. Just tell them just bleh.
So you
Yeah.
see him
Big and
fly.
Buffy.
You see him fly to the northwest, where he sees planes off in the sky in the distance. You see him disappear behind the building, but you see the planes start to descend and then fire missiles at the fake Dantalion.
Perfect.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh.
That could have been us. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting in there. Force field up.
All right. So do you want to go ahead and try to see if you do your force field correctly, Lazarus?
He's
My
got it
force
down, right?
field
He
is
doesn't.
my force field is no longer a stunt. It just works thanks to murder.
Yeah, he got his fifth power
Yes.
stunt
Okay.
attempt
I got
last
my
time.
fifth power stunt because I literally could not spend karma on it, and I just succeeded anyway.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, it was
All right.
fantastic. I have ultimate power.
Failing your way forward.
All
Yep.
right. So, you guys exit. Dr. Droid stays with the ship. Um,
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
so
He's got to keep it running. Keep the meter running.
he's got to keep it ready to leave.
Yes.
All right, let's see here. So you start to head towards the military base. Um, you see a large set of double doors that are kind of blocking the way in. You see a control panel off to the left side.
All right. Let's
Well,
see if
we
I
can
can.
try fiddling with this control panel, or I can simply try to go through it the hard way.
Let's try and hack it in real quick, just so we don't pull a big alarm to us at first.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if how often do you think they would be using? How often do you think they would be using the store?
It's a big, heavy door. They spend a lot of money on it, so they probably have people use it all the time.
All right. So what Minuteman's going to do is he's going to use what his ability is one of his other power stunts. Um, what I've dubbed nostalgia goggles to try and let's see to see backwards,
Look into the
see
future.
backwards in time to basically see like when was the last time that somebody was basically entered into this entered a key like basically entered this door so they can see what the combination code that they use to get actually open it.
I thought you were gonna look at
And I
thousands
am going to
of
be using spending karma on
pixels
this.
went
So
through.
All right.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is
I'm going to
pretty
use
cool.
spend karma on this thing. Yeah.
Cool.
So all right, so that will be so let me go. I think it's going to be so just it's going to be equal to my power rank.
So,
So
so, so, you're gonna
mhm.
need a red. Just because
Yep.
this is one of those broken OP things.
Yes.
This,
Mhm.
so you're gonna need a red to
Yeah.
accurately know when the last time it was used and what the actual access number that was entered was.
We
Yep.
So,
have
Exactly.
so
Yep.
just FYI.
we have the
Yep. But I am spending karma on this.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
we have the
All
demon
right.
equivalent of an
So
M1
here.
Abrams. We have the love child of the lady from Incredibles and like Susan Storm for like force fields. Uh and the most broken person is
Oh.
the guy from the Renaissance age. No, the guy from the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right, so
Yeah.
you got
Okay.
a green
Isaiah did
result.
spend karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna have to
So
spend a lot.
But
with a monstrous ability, you got a 49. So that's 10 karma that you would have spent. So 59 baseline. So
okay.
that would make that
Okay.
that'd make that a yellow. So
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and mark off the 10, and then
Okay.
so after
Okay.
your 59 to try to you have to get to 86. So that would be
Mm-hmm.
27.
27. Okay.
That's not bad.
All right. There we go.
All right. So you can tell that it was used earlier today
Mm-hmm.
and that the access code was, and I'll type this in here,
Okay.
was 58795.
And Minuteman will just go ahead and type that number in.
All right. So you guys watch as Minuteman walks up, types in 58795, or a reasonable facsimile of you. You can't see. You guys are kind of further back, but that's what he types in. And
Mm.
yeah, the doors open. They open kind of slowly,
Man.
Mm-hmm.
like they're kind of ominous when they
Oh
open.
goodness. Of
Mm,
course
they
you
need to
don't.
oil that probably.
Yeah.
And
Um,
there's past those doors, there's a mm, medium hallway, maybe goes down about 75 feet, and it ends in what looks like an elevator.
Mm.
Interesting choice of venue to hold someone. Seems very likely this is a trap. I'll go first, if that's all right.
All right. So, Dan Talion, you're gonna go first in the elevator and go down.
Just in the hallway. It's a bit of
Okay.
a dramatic walk up.
Okay. So yeah, you walk up and you see at the end of this hallway is an elevator.
No apparent danger, I take it.
None that you can see.
I find that answer disconcerting, but yeah, he'll hit the button on the elevator.
Right.
Okay. All right. So
Well, wait a minute. Is everybody else with him, or just you
No,
decided?
he he
no.
just said he was going down alone. So hang on just a minute. Here.
Okay.
It's a button. How dangerous could it be?
So Dan Talion, you exit out of the elevator into
I just wanted to hit the. I just wanted to hit the button. I just want to call the elevator.
well,
I want to.
you were inside the elevator, so when you hit the button, you started going down.
Oh, I thought I meant like to get
No, no,
hit the button to call the elevator.
no, no,
That's where I thought we were. Okay.
no.
I would not have gone that far by myself, unfortunately.
No. Okay, all right. Well, in
Right.
that case,
The
you
elevator
guys,
doors open, and
yeah, you
yeah.
guys see Dan Talion step onto the elevator and look at the rest of you like, are we doing this or what?
All right, let's go.
Um. Okay. And as they're doing that, I guess the moment the Minuteman gets into the elevator, he's going to. I'm just going to go ahead, just prep it ahead of time. So I'm going to go ahead and use another one of my power stunts called How Time Flies, basically to make myself faster by slowing down time. So it's probably going to be very very long elevator ride for me myself.
Oh,
Oh,
very
it's
important detail. What
I
song is
will.
playing on the elevator?
um, don't go changing. Don't go
Okay.
changing.
Okay, sorry.
All
Important
All
right.
detail.
right.
Excuse me.
So I will also go ahead and spend my obligatory karma for this. So and let's see. And this is something that I'm going to. So I'm going to have to. Let's see. Do this. And
This
okay.
you just have to get a yellow for. You don't have to get a red.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
This isn't
There we
First
one.
go.
try.
This isn't
Okay.
one of your broken as hell uses of your power.
No, yeah,
I
this is
use my
just
time
using
powers
power.
to throw my
It's one of
enemy
my
to the end of time.
normal power. Right?
I force my enemy to become the
Okay.
god of the multiverse, like Loki.
Yeah.
Hey, or Loki, basically, yeah. And at the end, I just basically become the he who remains. At the no, I don't want to spoil Loki because that was too good. It's like for those who haven't watched it, it's the
I haven't
finale,
seen
the
season
season
2
two, the
yet.
finale of it.
All right,
Oh yeah, it's good. I won't. Yeah, but
all right,
anyway,
Good.
all right, all right. So you guys go down the elevator. It takes longer for Minuteman, yes. You go down the elevator,
yeah.
and it opens up into a kind of a small room, but it looks
Hmm.
a lot newer down on this level than it did upstairs.
Were there any levels we passed, or is it just a two-stop elevator, the top and the bottom?
It was just a two-stop elevator.
All
Mm.
right, let's get ready.
He'll step out of the elevator, Dantalion will.
All right. Hang on just a second. Let me put you in the front.
Yeah, always.
All right. And all right. The door in front of you this way is closed. Everybody else has gotten off the elevator behind you. There's a door in front of you. What do you want to do?
I knock on the door.
You knock on the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll never expect that.
You knock on the door.
Let's make sure force fields are up.
All right. Temperance
Sorry.
puts up her force field. All right. So you knock on the door, Dantalion, and then the door opens up in front of you, and there is a suppression trooper right in front of you in the doorway. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Man, we should have brought a
Okay.
pizza box and like tried to tried to
We
disguise
could
it.
we could have
That
had
would have been.
Scripture make a pizza box.
Oh, that's true. We could have had her draw a pizza box. It would have worked perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. All right, initiative.
Damn. You always think of the best plan right after the fact, you know?
There you go.
Dude,
It's the nature of
5.
being in the moment.
Dude, I don't think I've ever rolled above like a 3 for initiative.
Ooh. There you go.
We're just waiting for that dramatic entrance.
Knocks on door. Do you think there's like 10 guys in here and they're like, you get the door? No, you get the door. It's like, fuck.
Right. Right.
Goddamn, we know they're there.
Alright, let's see. Where did I put my bad guys?
Check your pockets.
Ah, here they are. All right. I'm having to open a lot of sheets, so give me just a second here.
Hey, take your time,
Okay.
George.
Juggling a lot of things right now.
It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Remember, this combat brought to you by Ray's Occult Bookstore. For all your esoteric
Mhm.
book needs, Ray's Occult. 5th Avenue, Vanguard City.
Mm-hmm.
This combat is also brought to you by Royal Cellular, Northeast Florida's #1 mobile service carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Service fit for a king.
Yeah, there we go. Now that's an idea. I was thinking like
This
I wonder if
this
I could
this
think of
this
anything,
this
but not.
combat is also brought to you by colonial corn dogs.
That's a good one.
No,
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, get him out of here.
Lord VPN.
no, we're
I got a
Oh,
million of them.
good lord.
Hello Fresh.
Oh, what was it? Or the other one? What was it called? What was it? Hero. Oh man, that other mobile game that they always advertise all the
Oh,
time.
Hero
Force or
Clash, was it?
whatever?
Yeah, something like that. Where they like, oh, you fight, you go with like the little pyramid thing. Like he goes, yeah, the little mini guy there, and you fight.
God, mobile game ads are so obnoxious.
That thing. Those mobile game ads.
Oh.
The ones that are like obviously like unsatisfying to try and get you to play it or it just pulls your attention.
Mhm.
Terrible.
Yep.
I mean, the only game I've had
Garden
on my phone
Gates.
for years is Tetris. It's the only game you need.
Oh, Tetris is really good. Yeah.
That's the only game you need. You don't need any other mobile
Right.
game.
Fruit Ninja.
Exactly.
Fruit Ninja's okay. Tetris still better.
Oh, well, back in the day, I loved Jetpack Joyride. That was the one. It's like this game where you just it's basically Flappy Bird before Flappy Bird was big.
Yep.
Good stuff.
All right. Let me roll initiative for these two others.
Dude, how much you want to bet they have like a supervillain locked up here and we gotta fight him?
Oh, no doubt.
He's so and he's got like the implants in his head or anything like that.
No, the Suicide Squad style tech, yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
Well, where did I put these dudes?
He's bringing out the attack helicopter, which is hovering softly.
It's just inside, yeah.
Hmm.
I wouldn't put it past you, George. My weakness, I must throw something into the rotor blades.
Here they are.
Dude, the CDF is gonna come out with rotorless helicopters and then we're all screwed.
No. I can throw one heavy assault into an attack helicopter as a treat.
Oh. Did anybody roll for temperance?
Oh,
Not yet.
Okay, I can.
Okay,
Here,
yeah,
I can do that. I control over still. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, she
Oh.
got a 7.
Hey, Barrymore, how are you, buddy? Everyone say hi to Barrymore.
Hello.
Hey,
Howdy.
Barrymore.
Welcome. We just have combat.
You missed our sponsors.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. And like 6 other ones you've absolutely heard before.
All right.
Holy crud.
I'm gonna step away for a moment. I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing myself a drink.
Okay.
All right. Now I have to make
Oh, there's
sure.
a lot of dudes in here.
Now I have to make sure y'all are represented in the turn order. And turn.
While
And
we're letting George
turn.
set all that up, I'll let you in on something. I've been considering the past couple weeks. I'm like, should I ask George if Dantalion can betray the party? Because I think Dantalion would make a much better villain than a hero. But I'm like, I don't want to make him do extra work for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, Dantalion's a decent hero, but I think he could be a great villain.
I mean, if you
Well,
want him to be a villain, I can just make him a villain. You can recreate another hero. This is not a game where really it's
That's what I
uh
mean. Yeah, I would just like to betray the party, but I'm like, I don't want to do that to everyone, and I want to give George extra work. So,
okay.
mm-hmm.
but I considered it. I'm like,
All right, let me make sure everyone's on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dantalion is not on there. All right, Dantalion, what'd you get for initiative?
5. Not great. I think I'm rounding out the bottom.
Scripture, what did you get for initiative? Scripture?
Scripture.
Sorry, my bad.
Scripture.
I stepped away for a second. I'm back. I can roll for scripture. What is she doing?
Initiative. What's your
Initiative.
roll?
Oh,
Initiative.
she didn't roll initiative? I thought she did.
Well, what did you get?
That's what I'm
A
asking. What did
10.
you what
You
did
got
you
10.
get?
You got 10.
10. Okay.
10, and Lazarus got an 8. I apologize.
All right.
No problem.
Minuteman, what did you get?
I got a 10.
You got a 10. All right.
And
And
Temperance got a 7.
a 7. Okay. All right. Let me put these in order real quick. All right. So, Minuteman and Scripture, roll a 1d10.
Okay.
Eight.
All right.
Good roll. Hard to beat.
Scripture, roll a 1d10.
1d10.
Kelsey stepped away.
She's coming back. But she did.
All right. So, Minuteman wins the roll off. He'll go to 11.
He's just too fast. The time guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am moving at super speed now, so before I move in. So
And
there's that.
I'm going to put Ruin and Trauma at
Those names aren't menacing sounding at all.
9.75 and 9.50. All right. And Lazarus, roll a 1d10.
You got it. There we go.
3.
Again.
Consistent.
Mm-hmm. Good grouping.
All right. I'm just going to give her that one. Or give him that one. 6.25. Okay. All right. We are ready to go. So, the first thing that happens is this dude opens the door, and that's who's facing you down, Dantalion. He's actually going to go first, and then starting next turn, he'll be in his regular initiative. But he is going to fire a suppression cannon at you.
Interesting.
All right, let's see. It is remarkable to try to hit you. And I didn't declare he was spending karma. He rolled a white result. He misses
Ooh,
completely.
yay!
All right, now,
Okay.
The Italian will call it. You should probably open the door before you fire.
next is someone else who will. Hang on here. The door over here opens up, and you
Okay.
see a second person in the doorway. Another one of the CDF. He is going to open up on Minuteman
Mm-hmm.
with his auto rifle.
Okay. And by the way, I am probably moving at super speed, and so I probably again it's evade if to avoid a gunfire. Is that what it is, or
No, it's
dodge?
dodge.
Okay.
Don't.
So I am dodging then.
All right, so remarkable agility.
Well, let's see how they roll first. You might not have to.
Yeah, he misses you.
Oh.
You're going too fast
Okay.
for him. He misses
Yep.
you and hits the
All
wall.
right.
Hits the wall next between Scripture and Dantalion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up is Minuteman.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to some. I mean, I'm probably moving fast enough so I can move like in between him and behind him,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use um the other power that I've got, and that would be just my regular one, where I'm going to try to try to hit to see if I can hit this guy with my staff with multiple attacks. Um,
All right.
so I would have to be rolling a
That's fighting.
yep fighting result, and I got to be, but it's going to be using a. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, let's see. So multiple pet. Okay, so I can reduce an enemy music or do multiple attacks of amazing power rate against affected cards. Okay, so I gotta do. So I'd have to do at amazing. So do that. Oh, 96.
All
Nice.
right.
Okay.
All right. So what is it you were hitting him with?
My staff that I have, that class
Okay.
level one that I
All
use.
right.
The
How much damage does it normally do?
normally it does. Let me take a look at this on my cheat sheet. Damage wise, okay, when I attack with my polearm, you attack with amazing ability for remarkable damage.
So
Remarkable
40.
damage. So, well, no. It's remarkable. So
Oh, remarkable is 30.
it's a red result.
Oh, so it's boosted.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So it's going to be remarkable to incredible and then incredible to amazing.
Ooh.
So you
Mm-hmm.
actually do 50 points of damage to this guy as you bring your large staff down on his back.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
His
And
body
then
armor does soak up a little bit of it, but
right.
he does take damage.
Okay. And after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and move back over here, and I will go ahead and continue to take any kind of like I guess again it's dodging when you're getting fired upon. So we keep doing that.
Well, you can only take one defensive action. You can't like dodge and then
Oh, that's right.
dodge
Yeah, but I
later.
would just yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm continue to do what I'm doing. All right.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Next up is scripture.
Scripture, what are you doing? There's a guy. There's two guys.
Oh,
While scripture figures out what she wants to do, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
take your
Okay.
time.
Click
sure
draw
thing.
the thick president. Use him as a shield.
Draw the thick crescent.
Just put a big picture of the presidents between them. They legally cannot take it down. They legally cannot shoot.
Okay.
You guys are lucky that I wanted to on my way down use my power stunt for to boost my armor, my Inferno armor. The problem is I didn't think that would work inside an elevator with other people.
Right.
You
Yeah.
guys are lucky I'm so considerate, you know.
Thank you very much for, you know.
Here's the thing: if my character dies, and the other guy I'm thinking of the other replacement guy, this place it'd probably be working such confined space would probably make him even more make that replacement hero even more dangerous if he was here.
Of course, a
Potentially.
plutonium radiation man. Yes.
No,
All
no,
right.
no, not quite, not quite. You know, but
All right. Scripture, what
We're
are we
back.
doing?
I'm going to draw a. I want to bring back Lumberjack. I want to bring him back.
Fabio strikes again.
Fabio strikes again.
All right.
I can't reach the remote, dear. Could you put it behind the big guy, please? Or like next to the big guy?
Yes. I don't think we have the token for that.
I thought you were just gonna press the to make the circles.
Oh, like this.
Yes. There. I want it to be there, please.
You might draw some fire for us. That's good. Protect us, lumberjack man.
Let me see if I can find a. Yeah, we're gonna use Big Happy JoJo from
there we
back
go.
in the day
From JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, yes.
You know,
We're
mind
familiar
he
with
just
the
popped
anime.
out of place.
Oh, this guy.
Well, not
Yeah.
popped out of place, but just
one
a
of the
good boy.
one of the loggers on Jakar Island.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Big
What a
Happy
blast from the past.
Big Happy JoJo. Okay. All right. Is that all you're doing? Is just bringing him around?
Oh no, I'm gonna hit the big guy.
You know what? Hang on. Let me see if you actually get to do that on your on the round that you bring it out. Let me look.
Yeah, you might have to wait a turn to axe this guy a question.
If I have to do that, that's fine. I'll do. I'm just gonna push Temperance in front of me because girls, I'm supposed to have all the meat shields. Why am I in front? I don't know.
I'm surprised that guy didn't open with the flamethrower instead of the suppression weapon. This would
Oh,
have been
no
the ideal
kidding.
environment for it, yeah.
Well, he's probably making it so you don't rip him out of the suit on turn 1.
To be fair, I probably would have done that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dantalion is the sort of demon with a can-do attitude. You know, he thinks anything you put your mind to, you can destroy.
All right. So it doesn't say anything about that. So I'm going to rule that because we've been doing it that way, where you bring it out and then you can use it. So I am going to roll 1d10 to see how many rounds this thing's going to be around. 10 rounds.
JoJo's here to
Ooh.
stay.
Big Happy JoJo. Okay. All right. So you're going to have him swing at this dude?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's amazing ability for amazing strength.
Amazing ability for amazing strength. Get it, hun.
Really, I can't reach that. Just you can press the button.
There you go.
All right. That hits. And this thing actually takes a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I think we remember from last time, these things have pretty thick armor, but not insurmountable.
They are thick. All right.
like one
Uh,
of Scripture's drawings.
next up is someone that you guys can't see right now, and after him is someone you can't see right now, and after her is someone you can't see right now.
I know the invisible triplets are here.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh,
Lazarus, you're up.
Let's see. I see the heavy assault is about to take his turn and such. I want to try and uh restrict his movement, trying to limit the like either like turn the mech to facing this way if possible. Trying to just make it so he can't do that much damage to us. So Dantalion can deal with him before he does too much. Is there a
Okay.
way I can try to limit his movements? I guess like try and make a check to try and
I mean, you
hold.
can literally lift him and just rotate him around.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lift him up and try and spin him around facing the wall.
All right, give
Yeah,
me
Lazarus
a.
goes into creative mode.
There you go.
Give me a. What's your power rank?
Monstrous.
All right.
And I am not spending karma.
Oh yeah, how much karma are you? Are you sure you didn't want to spend any karma?
So you.
I feel like I should be saving it for.
Well, it's too late. You already rolled it, and you said you weren't
Yeah,
spending
yeah,
karma.
yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, he's heavier than he looks, and you're not able to get him turned.
All right, works for me.
All right. Next up is Temperance. What do you guys want Temperance to do?
Force field for one.
Well, I said she already turned her force shield on when she walked into the room.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Okay. So
Team
okay,
player.
good move. Let's see. So we got this guy here, we got this guy here, and we got this guy here. This guy's gonna be coming up. Well, now if she does her multiple card attack thing, could she target multiple? She can target multiple targets,
She
not
could,
just
yeah,
the one.
she could.
Okay. Yeah, but basically, with two other cards, to basically try to disable some of their, motor mechanisms. I guess they're like, basically trying to make their suits inoperable if they
Oh
can.
no, dude, you're reaching too hard. No,
Okay.
The
No,
easiest way to make
all
them
right.
inoperable is reduce their health to
You're-
0.
Just
yeah,
have
you're not
thousands of years pass and have their mechs turn to rust.
you're not gonna disable them like that.
Just shoot him with
Damage will
all
disable
right.
them.
or hit him with the
Yeah.
stab.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We're gonna at least try to disable their weaponry. All right. So we'll go ahead.
I mean, if you want
and-
to target their weaponry, you can. You guys did it last
Yeah.
time. But yeah, just rendering
that.
them inoperable is not gonna cut it, Bus.
Okay. Okay. Well, I tried. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let's see. Take her here, this thing here. So. Okay. So I have to do. So I have to try to figure out. Why am I trying to figure out? Oh, roll here because I don't see her.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Oh. I'm trying to throw how many cards I can do to try to,
You have to make a fighting roll.
You
to
have
do
to make a
multiple
fighting roll
attacks.
to see how many you get in the first place.
fighting roll. That's true. Okay. All right. So it would be the under. So our fighting roll, I got to do a good result.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's
All right, so that's a green. That is not enough for 2 or for 3. Because 2 is
okay. So
remarkable
I have
and
to target
3 is
one.
amazing. So that's one target. You have one attack, and it is at a -4 to hit.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and the big CDFS heavy assault. Then I gotta hit. Then.
All right. So is that it's
So,
whatever your
okay, what is-
agility is minus your. Oh no, wait. For her, it's psyche.
Yeah. Okay, so it's which is be remarkable. But is that
So minus
okay? So
4.
Mark.
Oh wait, hang
So
on. Let me look at her cheat sheet. It may be her agility. Let me
yep.
look. Temperance cheat sheet.
Oh, to do amazing force damage. Yeah.
Agility rank ability. Okay, so whatever her agility
Yeah.
is, which is I think
Should be
amazing.
amazing.
So minus
Yep.
4 would be amazing. 1, 3 would be good. So she
Oh,
gets one
okay.
shot at a good because she missed her fighting feat, her fighting feat.
Yep.
So
Yep.
she rolls on good.
Oh, poop.
All right, she's missed.
Yep. Yep. Bam. Whoops.
A lot of crowding in this hallway. People elbows bumping into each
Yeah,
other.
I would think so. Yep. All right.
All
At
right,
least the force field's up, so that's good.
all right.
Somehow.
Next up is the CDF Heavy Assault, who's already gone. So he just stands there right now because he went at the top of the round. Next up is somebody we can't see.
Halsey
And
probably. She's picking the lock in her cell. I bet.
you guys can see her. Well, you can't see you can't see her in game, but you
I
can
mean,
see
we
her
can't.
tactically.
Yeah,
We can
I know
see
what
her
you
with
mean.
All
this,
right.
but we can't. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dantalion, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna make a fighting roll to try and take multiple actions.
All right.
My fighting level is incredible. Dude, that's
All
two
right.
actions with the yellow.
So, that is enough for 3.
Well, I thought it was two. I thought I needed a red for 3. I need a green or yellow for 2, red for 3.
Oh, that's right.
It's all right. I got you, George. For my first action, for my first check, I'm actually going to activate one of my power stunts.
Okay.
Learning my lesson from last time and deciding I don't want to murder these nice people. Well, they're not nice, but these people at the CDF. I'm going to use my defensive power stunt, my Inferno armor. So let's see how this. I only have one success on this so far. So let's try it. This is with my Fire of Incredible Ability.
What does this do?
This boosts Dantalion's armor.
Okay.
Come on. Nope. Green's not a yellow.
All right.
You know what? I'll try it again. Good to take a round to power up. You know, we've all seen Dragon Ball Z. You got to take a second to charge up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Charge up or chump up?
Oh man, put me on the spot here. I guess I'll. Do I spend karma? I want to get. I have 0 successful finished power stunts,
Well,
and maybe I never will. You know, let's just try it. Let's let the dice go for it. Pop. Hey, there we go. One success
go.
or
All
2
right.
successes now.
All
Yep,
right.
Dantalion glows red hot as he boosts his armor.
All right. So I think your armor goes up to 40 to incredible.
Yes,
All right. Remember that because I won't.
I will.
Okay.
So yeah, Dantalion takes a moment. He focuses, and now he is glowing red hot.
All right.
I will lay one face down card and end my turn.
All right. Next up is the CDF assault guy.
You don't have a round counter on there, George. Do you want to add one?
Yeah, I probably need to add one. Hang on.
I don't know if it'll be relevant, but tradition.
All right. Who went first after that that guy, that CDF guy?
After that guy did, Minuteman did.
Minute. Okay.
Okay, so we're officially in round 2.
All right. So the CDF guy is going to. He's going to shoot at Lazarus.
Oh, great.
Well,
Don't worry, he survived getting shot in the head before.
you'll be
Mhm.
fine.
I'll be fine. I do think I'll be fine.
All right.
And the guy shooting says, "Don't worry, you'll be fine." Before he pulls the trigger.
Like, oh, that didn't hurt at all.
All right. So agility of remarkable, and right as he aims at you, he swivels his gun and aims at Minuteman.
Ah,
Yeah.
he was messing with the timeline.
All right.
Okay.
So that's enough for a hit. Do you want to try to dodge?
Yeah, I will do that. Indeed, do that.
All right. It's whatever your agility is.
Okay. Let me take a look here for a second. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So it says on here, you evade with amazing ability and dodge with remarkable ability. Okay.
All right.
So if I'm dodging gunfire, is that how it is? Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Dodge. Think
So I have to do
dodgy
with
thoughts.
remarkable. Okay.
Oof.
Oof. All right.
Ooh.
You zigged where
And
you
I
should
didn't
have
say
zagged,
I was.
and you dodged right into the
Yeah.
path of the bullets. So
Yep.
you do get hit. You get peppered with
Mhm.
bullets. You take remarkable damage, minus your 20 points
Uh-huh.
of armor. So you take 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's not too bad.
As one of the bullets
So it's
gets
like
through
it's hitting
and
me in.
impacts in your ribs.
As far as
Oh.
gunshot wounds go,
Oh.
that's not bad.
So it's not like in the Batman where he just like walks up with an assault rifle and just hits multiple times.
No.
So,
Not quite, but you know.
All right. So next up is
The Minuteman himself.
Minuteman.
all right. All right. Let me take a minute to get my bearings here. And
Come on.
I'm, I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing I did the last round again, which is gonna try to go for, like that how time flies for them. For this time, trying to do go for multiple attacks, like I did before. So I would allow the hero to reduce it by attacks with column shift, or do multiple attacks of amazing power rank against affected targets. So, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for this. And I'll go ahead and spend a little karma on that, maybe about to try to see if I can guarantee this. So,
Well, remember you
um,
can't roll karma on fighting feats for more attacks.
Not anymore.
oh right, that's right. Okay, so but I can, okay, so for if I want to do multiple attacks for amazing power rank, okay.
You just gotta have
Let me
faith.
go
Part of
ahead.
the cards.
Just got to have
Yep.
faith, the faith,
Okay,
the faith
87.
God.
I'll take.
All right, so
I'll take it.
amazing. That is good enough for
2.
yeah, that is good enough for 2.
Do it. Okay,
Yep.
and let's see. So then, and according to my cheat sheet, if I am going to go ahead and using my so let's see, where's my full arm thing? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's see. So amazing ability for okay, when you use your pole, you attack with amazing ability for remarkable damage. Okay, all right. So let's see. So first one, remarkable. 81.
All right. So
Wallop
Okay.
that guy.
now, which one were you going after? This guy.
This guy right here. Yep.
All right. So that hits him, and what were you attacking him with?
Thick.
The pole arm.
All right. So that would be a yellow. So that's incredible. So he takes another 20 points of damage, and
Mm-hmm.
he may have gotten knocked the F out.
Wow.
Because a yellow is enough for a stun. So
Nice.
he has to check on that. What is his...
Hit him with the stone cold stunner.
Mm-hmm.
His endurance is remarkable. All right, so a green on stun. He is in fact stunned for 1 round.
Nice. Okay. And
You walloped him good.
so, okay, so for 1 round he's stunned. Okay, and so, but he's not considered down though, is he? Or is he kind of
No, well, I mean, yes, he is down for 1 round. He is,
okay?
But he will get back up.
yeah, he will get back up, but he is currently stunned for 1 round.
Okay. Um, in that case, I think I still have one more thing to go. Is he carrying? Was he carrying any kind of weapon or anything?
Yeah, he's carrying like an assault rifle.
Okay. So for the second attack thing, he was going to be try to see if he can knock that out. So if he is stunned, try to see if he can, knock the, move the gun, like use a full arm to basically not, kind of knock the gun out and then
You've
like just slide it back.
you've already used your action to attack.
Okay.
Well, he had
Okay.
two,
Yeah.
right? He
All
rolled
right.
his fighting to get two.
Oh, that's right. That's right. If you want to use your other attack to pick up his gun
Yep.
and move it somewhere else, you can.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay,
Put it on the elevator and send it back up.
yeah,
In fact,
it's up to you. What do you want to do with it?
I'm going to go ahead since he's knocked out. Go ahead and pick up his rifle.
Okay.
And just to get an idea, like is it just now? In fact, yeah, he's good. He's got so his pole arm is in one hand, the rifle's in the other, and is it? And it's just a regular assault rifle. It's not just like with actual bolts and stuff like that. It's not like any kind of fancy schmancy kind of.
It's a regular standard issue automatic rifle.
Okay, all right. So Minuteman will go ahead and just he'll keep it for now.
Okay.
So
All right. Next up is scripture.
Can you hear?
Sitting down. I'm going to use our body to hit him.
Hit the heavy assault.
Hit the heavy
Jojo
assault.
strikes again.
Alright, animate drawings is amazing, so roll amazing. Survey says
A yellow.
All right. So that's going to boost the damage from amazing to monstrous. So this dude is going to take 35 points of damage.
Yeah.
These guys are pretty tough, though. He'll probably take a couple more hits like that before he's in danger.
All
Still,
right.
though, wear him down.
Good job by Big Happy Jojo. All right.
Yes. If someone, I'll turn to Temperance. I'm like, if you want to be where I am, you tell me. We switch. I'm fine with that.
mm-hmm.
All right. Next
she's
up
a failure.
are a few people you don't see. And then Lazarus.
Alright. I tried to pin this guy. This guy's about to get up, right?
He's
Next
stunned for 1 round.
yeah, next turn he'll be up.
Alright then. For now I'll just fire at the heavy assault. So I think
Yeah, there's
that's,
no helicopters around. I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. Alright, so I think it's Psyche to shoot with
Yeah, for you, yeah.
force bolts.
Yeah.
Brain bullets.
Brain bullets. It's incredible. I'll spend some bardic inspiration.
Will you?
Whoa.
Fine, I guess. Cool.
All right.
10 bardic inspiration.
Let's roll a d12 then, and add it to the roll.
Well, hang on. That's rolled on the force table. So that might be a stun.
Yay.
Who are you shooting at?
Heavy assault.
Okay. So you got a red result on force. That's a check for stun. So he will
Oh, don't tell me I took his head off.
roll
That'd be
for.
really annoying.
He will roll monstrous. That's his endurance.
Ooh, tough boy.
And he
Well, maybe not.
fails. And he fails, so he is down for 1 to 10 rounds.
All right, goodness.
That is rough
And
beat for
that
him.
was it goes from monstrous to unearthly, so it's 100 damage. I'm sorry, it went from amazing to
To
monstrous, so from 50
monstrous,
to
yeah.
75.
Yeah, well, 75 minus his armor.
Yeah, minus his armor. Okay, cool. Well, all right, cool. Lay into him.
Alright.
Do we know how long he's stunned for? Is that player information or? Oh.
Yes.
He's going to be down for 3 rounds.
Take him down.
Just kick him while he's on the ground. Sure.
Just unstrap him from the mat.
Alright. Next up is Temperance.
Temperance will go ahead in response to scripture and says, "Yeah, probably a good idea if I stay down in front and you take up the rear." So, I guess we're gonna go. We'll go ahead and swap places. Somehow, if I don't know if like
There we go.
There you
yeah,
go.
there you go. Okay, all right.
Just shove. It's fine.
And yeah, I'm just like, hey, out of the way. Yeah, see, out of the way, Virginia Woolf. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So,
Get behind me, Scripture. I'll actually murder people.
yes.
Right? Yeah.
So, speaking of which, let's go ahead and try to do the same thing as last time. We basically see if I can roll multiple attacks. Is she keeping the force field up around herself only, or just everybody?
It's
That's
just,
choice.
right now, it's just around herself.
Okay. Could have put around. Well, let's see. Just because this guy, he's gonna come back up in a minute. So, we'll keep it around. Let's keep it around everybody for now. And then we'll go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and roll for multiple attacks here in just a moment. So that means I gotta do. It's gotta be her fighting, which is gonna be on the thing. Roll for good.
All right, Lazarus.
Oh, she missed again.
Okay.
That's a white result.
Okay. Let me explain this to Lazarus. Lazarus, are you there?
Yes, I am.
It's
Hello.
me. It's me, Margaret. All right.
I'm Margaret.
So, as Temperance,
I'm in fact God. Just
As-
should have said it sometime.
as Temperance has extended her force field over you,
Uh-huh.
you can only benefit from one force field, from either hers or yours. Which one do you want it to be?
Is hers stronger than mine?
Hers is stronger than yours.
Then I will accept hers.
All right. Very good. Important to note. All right.
Thank you.
What else do you want Temperance to do?
Well, at this point, she tried to go for multiple targets, but she got a white result off of that. So
Oh, she
I'm not
did?
sure if she can
Okay.
hit
Yeah,
anything.
she can't do
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
CDF guy's snoozing.
Does that end your turn?
That does end my turn. Yes.
All right. So this dude is asleep for 2 more rounds, or stunned for 2 more rounds. All right. That's somebody invisible currently. All right, Dantalion.
Okay, quick question. Can I have multiple power stunts active?
It would depend on what they are. I would think that's not a problem.
Like, could I have my Inferno Armor and Hellfire Fist?
No, I would say that's probably overpowered.
I know it is, but I figured I'd ask anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to try. All right, so big guy's down for the count, or down for now, right?
He's down for the next 2 rounds.
You're busy concentrating.
Yeah, I mean, Can I just try and take damage his suit? Just try to rip that weapon off while I can. Maybe.
Honestly, it's two rounds. Just lay into him. Lay into him and call non-lethal.
Yeah, fine. That just sounds like too much fun to beat up a dude.
Yeah, we just need to continue.
I choose violence. I'm gonna make my fighting roll to see if I can how violence escalates.
Don't worry, George. I'm sure we're
Oh
almost
no.
at the end. After
So
after
that's
this guy, that's it.
yeah. So that's one attack at
Oh
-4.
no,
Shit.
you're not nearly done with this
Oh,
Yeah.
map.
Okay, so one attack at -4. That's not good.
Okay,
All right, so yeah, might as well try to hit the guy on the ground, the CDF, to see. So that's normally it's at
-4.
comfortable. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Typical. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go for a wrestling attack. Try to grapple him because I do need a red, but I have a better chance. So I roll with. Let me pull up my cheat sheet.
Well, you're still at a -4.
I know. You attack with unearthly ability. I'll go -1, 2, 3, 4. That's still remarkable. Okay.
Okay.
Better chance statistically. Boop. Nah, not. I don't think green's enough to grapple him properly.
No, green's not even a partial, I don't think.
No.
Let's see, grappling. Yeah, green's a miss.
Well,
You missed a dude that was unconscious on the ground.
I'm just trying not to hurt him. Yeah. Can I just step over him?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, let's see a sneak preview of what's to come.
Okay.
I will lay one face down card and end my turn.
All right, we're at the top of round 3. Next up is the CDF assault guy. He is back. He's back to consciousness now.
Well, wouldn't this be the round he was stunned? Because he shot Minuteman, then Minuteman clocked him.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, he'll be down for one more round. All right.
No, well, starting next round, he's good. Yeah. Good.
All right,
Good hit, Minuteman.
Minuteman, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. So he's gonna see. Let's see. If this guy is down, he's gonna try to do. Let's see. He's gonna try to go for again. Try to roll for that his hurry up and wait thing to try to get multiple attacks again. Um.
Okay.
So I just was looking at my cheat sheet. It says I have to make the feat roll with a monstrous feat to determine how many attacks I get. And so let me take a look at that for this. Okay, so
All right.
probably
So,
that's maybe what?
remarkable would have been, or yeah, 2 attacks would have been remarkable, which your monstrous is over. So you've got at least 2, but you didn't get a red, which is what you would need for 3.
Okay, that's fine. So okay, so I'll go ahead and let's see. Hit this guy once with my pole. Hit this guy once with the pole arm. This guy here, who's already down. I know, very unsportsmanlike of me, but
Wow. Wow.
Do it.
yeah, yeah. I'll go ahead and do that. Try that. So the cheat sheet is going to be. Let's see. The pole arm is going to be. Let's see. You attack with amazing with remarkable. It's going to be remarkable damage. So let's do that. Boom. Okay. So that's a 39.
Okay, that's a hit.
Green result.
What were you hitting him
Okay. I'm just hitting with the pole arm.
with? Okay. So that's remarkable. So he does take 10 points of damage.
Okay. And then he's going to go over to this guy who's also down for the count, and he's going to try to do the same thing with that. See if I can what that's going to do. Just
Okay.
like like almost swing it down and
Okay.
do it that
Let's
way.
see the roll.
Yep, got it.
I believe in you. Ooh, nice.
Whoa!
Oh, there we go.
All right, that boosts the damage up as well.
Mhm.
So
That's good because these guys have tough armor.
Mhm.
oh, so you do 40 points of damage, which is soaked up by his 40 points of armor.
You scratch the paint. Oof, man, those things are tough.
You whacked your knuckles on it.
Okay, so it canceled each other out. All right, that's fine. It's like, all right, good to
Well
know.
made,
And,
those things, yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, what he's going to do is he will go ahead and join D'Artagnan outside here with everybody with over here. Just kind of moving,
All right.
get moving here.
So you guys are
here
outside
we
with
go.
the CDF Heavy Assault and Big Happy JoJo.
Yep.
All right.
And that will go ahead and end my turn.
All right. Next up is Scripture.
Scripture. Same first, second as first.
Yeah.
All right, she's whacking him with the lumberjack,
All right.
right into the stunned guy.
Amazing ability.
Amazing. A green result against a stunned enemy.
All right. So that's going to be 50. Dude takes 10 points of damage.
Perfect. Incredible.
All right.
Ooh.
Next up is somebody you can't see, someone you can't see, someone you can't see. Lazarus.
Oh my god. All right, so this guy's about to come back online, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I imagine he's
Okay.
like shaking his head and like, oh, getting all the stunnedness out of his system.
He's
My
counting
force,
all the ways he's going to beat ass when he's back up.
my force blast only do 50 damage, so it's only gonna do 10 to the heavy assault. It's just gonna be a waste. So I'm going to see if I can knock this guy out. So I'm going to non-lethally shoot him with force bullets. So that's so I need to use my psyche, which is incredible.
Force bolts are, by the way, are never lethal. They
Oh,
don't
perfect.
do they don't do lethal damage on their column.
Well, not if you roll a 9. Shit.
Not if I roll a 9. Then they're super lethal. They're lethal to me. But that's it. End turn.
All right. Next up is Temperance.
All right, let's see. Okay, hopefully Temperance can actually get multiple attacks this time. So,
You
all
you
right.
you rely too heavily on that, I think.
Honestly,
Yeah,
one
You
solid
gotta
attack is good.
you gotta put a lot of
Yeah.
force into fighting to get that to be consistent.
Yeah.
Dantalion doesn't even get it consistently, and he
No.
did.
Right. So I technically can do like maybe one. So I can maybe throw one then. It's probably
I
the
mean, you
closest.
can you can
Oh,
you
okay.
can keep going for extra attacks. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying,
It's a tough roll.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you gotta be careful about that. Honestly, like that's the only thing I could change about this system if that was like consistent, because it feels like everyone would like to be able to do two things at once.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like
Mhm.
if your fighting is a high enough level, you should just get it by default.
Yeah.
Even if that level is like higher, that
Okay.
way you don't have to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's still fun. I like
see.
doing all this. I think it's a good
Yeah.
system.
In
I
any
think
case.
It could use a once over or a twice over, but I think it has potential.
yeah.
But let's see the
Okay. Well,
dice.
at the very least, at the very least, at the very least, we'll do a rinse and a repeat here. So doing the fight ability. Okay,
All
I'll
right.
accept that.
So
I
that's
don't think yellow is enough.
that's the thing. His fighting is good. Um, a remarkable or I'm sorry, 2 attacks would be a remarkable. 3 attacks would be amazing.
Hmm.
So let me see. Good. The most you could hope for if you're using good for your fighting, is that what your
Yes.
fighting is?
That's what Temperance's fighting is.
That's what his
Oh,
temperance fighting is. Yeah.
okay, okay, all right. You're right, and I'm an asshole for asking. All right,
Nah.
no, I'm kidding. That's a line from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh,
I haven't
right.
seen that in a
Okay.
long time.
Um,
Me either.
so that would be a yellow. I'll give you that for 2.
Okay.
I'll
I get
allow
All
it.
right. So, okay. So what we're gonna do then is we'll go ahead and okay. So amazing force damage. So one of her mystical tarot cards is gonna hit this guy. Um, and let's see. I believe it is amazing. Oh, that missed.
All right.
It's okay. That's why we get 2.
Okay. Yes, that's right.
All right.
That's a green.
The other one is a hit. And who is the other one directed at? This guy?
Yes.
All right. So that's green. And how much damage does she do?
She does. Let me take a look at her thing here.
I think it's amazing.
It's her. Okay, with amazing force damage.
All right. She takes 10 points,
So-
or the dude takes 10 points of damage.
If I remember
Okay.
correctly, force weapons and the like, their less armor is less effective against them, right?
Depends.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because mine, they are. The armor is just fine, but others. I don't think that they're resistant to temperatures cards. I don't think.
That's fine. We can keep going.
They just, yeah, no, hers is still directed energy, and it is
Mhm.
still, yeah, it is still affected by armor. All right,
Mhm.
so that's Temperance's turn. Next up is the CDF Heavy Assault, who is asleep. Invisible Dude and Dantalion. Dantalion will be our last turn tonight because it's past 10 and
Late.
I'm a little tired.
Okay.
Okay. No
Let's
worries.
make it a good one. I'm gonna make a fighting roll. Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, it's a good one. Otherwise, it's gonna be very sad last turn.
All right,
Come on.
all right.
Green. So that's at least 2 attacks, I think.
Yeah, that would be because your fighting level is already above what you would need for 2 attacks. So you're
Just
almost
a green, right?
guaranteed 2 attacks most of the
Yep.
times when you go. But yeah, you got 2 attacks.
2 is enough. Make it count. All right. I don't like these CDF guys. I'm just gonna punch them.
Okay.
Hit him while he's down. Punch.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So that is 100 straight damage, probably mitigated by his armor.
Well, let me see. 75.
I will
One-
spend karma if that would kill him.
It would. You will have
Would
to.
it? Wow.
Yeah, you would. Well, hang on. 150. Yeah, it would. It would. You'd have to spend 10 points.
Fine. Fine.
All right, then you have knocked him out straight down to 0. He is unconscious.
Dantalion just does a quick kick and just stomps him, cracks his helmet, but he's still alive. Now, do I finish off the other guy, or do I go for the dramatic reveal and open the door in front of us?
As you curb stomp his helmet,
He's fine.
Don't.
he the faceplate cracks. You see hanging around his neck is a crude necklace that looks as if it was made by a child that says "I love you, Daddy."
He lived.
Oh,
He lived.
you monster.
Look, now he'll
Okay,
be in the hospital for several months, and he'll have more time to spend with his kid. I'm doing a public service.
That's workman's comp. You're a family man.
Exactly.
I'm-
Everyone wins.
You're giving him more time. to spend
Dantalion,
with
bringing
his kid.
families together through bodily harm.
Through bodily harm, yeah.
Did you
Most
just
of my
say?
endeavors.
Did you just say Dantalion bringing families together?
Through bodily harm, yeah.
Jesus Christ! What
Bodily harm.
the hell is wrong with you people?
Where is he gonna go when he's injured? He's gonna go be with his family. He'll be fine. He'll be thanking Dantalion later. You got a voter.
Hero of the year, Dantalion.
God. We are
All right.
people.
All right. What
I have
else?
one. So again, I'll ask the group. Finish off the other guy, or dramatic reveal, open the door.
Well, he doesn't have a gun. So...
Tell the other guy.
You
Sorry.
know what? Screw you. I want the dramatic reveal.
God damn it. Fine.
I want
Do
the
it.
dramatic reveal. Well, I want to see what's in store for next time. George worked hard on it. I want to see our death coming for the next week.
$5 is the president.
Yep.
He's an
Mama.
$5 is the president. He's an omni-human with superpowers.
So
There's a couple people behind this door. Yeah, I'll just rip open the door.
You
Not
walk up
knocking this
here.
time.
This is actually like a ladder down
Oh,
into a sunken area that has several doors, at least 5 doors on each side. And down at the other end, you see if I can get them highlighted. You see two figures.
Uh-oh.
Hang on just a second here. Let me pull these people up. You see
Annihilator.
a man and a woman.
Okay. Oh.
That is some risque armor.
There she is.
They
She's the source
they
of all
are
problems.
they are waiting down there at the other end, but it doesn't look like they're going to wait for you to come to them.
Fair.
All right, and
Mm-hmm.
we will end there.
Hold on. I still have one action. I'd like to bathe the lower floor in hellfire.
There you
Halsey
go.
died. We'll get him next time.
We'll get him next time.
No, that'd be bad. I will smirk imperiously. That'd be my second action.
All
There
right,
you go.
very good.
All right.
All right, so we will call it a night there. I hope you guys had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that would be a dick
Oh
move. We could just
yes. Yeah.
start a fire, then just destroy the elevator.
Love it.
Mhm.
We didn't start the
But yeah, that was awesome, George. Thank you. I'm sorry we didn't get to finish, but
Yeah.
next week we'll do speed run. All right. Next
Yeah.
week is the hard
Yeah.
out.
We don't have
You
to.
were-
We don't
yeah.
have
By
to.
Hey,
God.
we're just glad you're back, man.
We don't have
That's
to.
all that counts.
We don't have to do
Glad you're
a
here.
speed run. But
No, I know. It's just I'm excited to get to the next stuff too. I am excited for this too. Don't get me wrong.
But yeah,
Mhm.
my energy kind of goes quick nowadays.
It's
No,
understandable, George.
no,
No
it's
Yeah.
worries.
it's totally worry. No worries, man.
Alrighty. Well, I will talk to y'all later,
Talk to you later.
All right.
and yeah,
Yep.
we'll see you guys next Monday.
See you next Monday.
All right.
Yeah.
Later,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Time, George.
Bye bye. Good night, chat.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.